This is SEMA Central. I'm Kevin Ostie at the 2017 SEMA show here in Las Vegas, joined by Spanky of V8 Custom Guitars. And Spanky, this is a real honor for me to talk to you about what you've created and brought out this year, because in a very short nutshell, you've created a custom guitar that's dedicated to somebody who was very special in the hot rod world and to the SEMA organization. Tell me about it.
Well, this guitar really was a tribute to one of the legends in this community. And would like to see it?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So we build custom guitars, obviously, for collectors and musicians that really know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
This one is obviously a tribute to Mr. Pete Chapouris.
Yes.
And it's in the style of his famous 34 Ford, made famous in the California Kid movie. And as you can see here, you know, it has his name, and
yes,
it has the louvered metal top.
Before you go through this,
yeah,
if you don't mind,
of course,
I'm gonna tell you what I see and you can correct me. First of all, what's the body made out of?
The body is mahogany. It's all high-end wood. Yeah.
And I see the louvers, which, as you mentioned, the colors, the flames, the louvers are kind of a tribute to the 34 from the California Kid. Is this a semi-hollow, or are these louvers leading into chambers?
Yes, it is chambered.
Really?
So they work as sound ports. They do have a function to them. So on a hood, yeah, right, it'll let out heat.
Yeah.
Well, on this, it'll let out the heat of the sound.
Absolutely,
right?
And you've got the flames corresponding with the louver. In the middle, we've got an inset. Is this polished steel or aluminum, this grill shell?
This one was actually a prototype we did. So this was actually plastic that we chromed. And then if we make more, we're going to be making them out of cast aluminum and then polished.
It's beautiful, and this, again, reflects the grill shell of a 34 Ford.
Yep.
The tone switches up top here are little pistons.
Little pistons, all machined by hand on the lathe, you know, and give it a little hot rod flavor.
And the volume knob's got a target on it.
Yeah, well, it's actually a Steely with a chrome ring, the Ford cap, you know, just like on the movie. So Pete's car didn't have this wheel on it, but in the movie it did.
You're right.
And so it was a little shout out to that.
And then, so you've got your pickups. What kind of pickups are we looking at?
These are our pickups, our V8 Custom Guitars Radiator P90s. So yeah, they're pretty hot and nice vintage tone, but a little extra torque to them.
Nice, and I love the radiator connotation because there's a mesh over the pickup cover.
That's right.
Yeah. And tell me about the headstock and the fretboard and the material and the shape of the fretboard.
Sure. So this is an ebony fretboard. You know, again, really high-end stuff. This is a one-piece maple neck quarter sawn. And you know, there's no scarf joints or anything like that. This is a really solid piece of wood. It takes a billet of wood this big to make this neck. Yeah. So there's quite a bit involved in there, you know. And the strings mount, look, some fingerprints here, but the strings mount through this stainless steel V piece.
Awesome.
You know.
Yeah. And what are you using for tuning machines?
So these are, on this model, it's the Tone Pros. So they're a reproduction of the old Clousons. Yep. But this is a model made by Tone Pro, so they're real solid.
And then you've got a little nod to Pete here with the dates.
Yeah, 1944 to 2017, a little tribute to him over there, and that's our logo there, V8 Custom Guitars.
Right, it's a beautiful pinstriping up there. I mean, this is an amazing, amazing piece, and the likeness of Pete at the bottom, that's a great look, you know, because those of us who knew Pete, when you talked to him, he was one of those people that listened. You know, he was always an intent listener, and he always had something great to say, in addition to building awesome custom cars and being part of this thing. So that is a perfect image. So Spanky, even though you're an individual guitar builder, these things sometimes don't happen by themselves. Right. Who else had you worked with to make this come to life?
This particular model, I really want to thank Carson Lev from Redfin and Mitch Lanzini Bodyworks. They were instrumental in coordinating the project coming together for us getting here, presenting it, and tonight and everything that's going on. Later on, we're working on lending it to the NHRA Museum, and then going off to an auction connected to Pete Chapouris.
Very cool, very cool. Well, Spanky, you did a heck of a job. This is a tremendous tribute to your friend. Did you know Pete?
I unfortunately didn't have a chance to know him personally. I knew the people around him, and hopefully this connects to him.
This will. It's totally worthy and an excellent, excellent job.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you bringing this out and taking the time to do it. Pete was not only a tremendously creative hot rodder, but very valuable and well respected in the SEMA organization, and he would have given you the seal of approval in a heartbeat.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So we always tend to think about cars and parts here at the SEMA show, but we have other expressions of creativity like Spanky's guitar. Excellent job.
Thank you.
Something fantastic to see here at SEMA 2017.